Hey everybody, welcome to the next knife in my grandfather's collection. It's hard to call this a pocket knife, but that's what I'm going with. Anyways, this one is an interesting one, as they all are, of course, but I think this is probably the only one of these in my grandfather's collection. And I had to find this out online because I had no idea about it. This is a shell puller, and the shell refers to a shotgun shell. When I was kind of messing around with this guy and looking at it, I didn't quite understand what all this is about. And it looked like it was backwards to me. So it is a lever lock. It's not an automatic knife, or at least it isn't now. I don't know if it was built to be automatic or not, but this little lever, it locks it in place. There is some shaking, but it locks it in place. So you push the lever down and it will open up and lock in place. Bit of wobble there, but nothing major. And so it'll lock in place. And so the reason I bring that up now is because I thought it was kind of backwards. Originally I thought, why doesn't it come out this end? And when you look them up online, a lot of them do that. But this one doesn't, and I thought it was maybe like rebuilt backwards or something. I don't know. But then as I researched it and I found out what a shell puller actually means, it is that this end is for pulling out shotgun shells from shotguns. So that's pretty interesting. The C12 here refers to 12 gauge caliber, and then on this side 16 gauge caliber. So you would, as I understand it, you fire the shotgun, shells are expended, but they don't always pop out. They might get stuck in the barrel and that kind of thing, and you would use this to lock into the I forget what it's called, the cap or whatever it is, to then lift it out of the barrel. So that's what that is for, and I think that's kind of neat. I did go back and forth a lot of whether or not I should clean this up, because there's a bunch of rust here on this lever lock, and some stuff going on here and over here. But ultimately I decided to just leave it alone. Looks like there's some rust going on there. I know it's rather hit or miss. Some people say, shine these up or store them. Some people say leave them alone because we want this one. This one, I just get the feeling that people would want it to be left alone. Stag handles, pretty cool. There is no, from what I can tell, there's no tang stamp or no identifying marks. So I don't know when, where it would have been manufactured. It has this corkscrew on it, and corkscrews, at least in my experience, have always pretty much meant Europe, and so that would be kind of a strong indication of that. And this sort of metal spring lock on this side, it reminds me of the German Springer automatic knives. So if I had to guess, I would say this is probably like mid-century from Germany pocket knife, but without like tang stamps and stuff like that. It's hard to know. And I know you can kind of get some indications by the corkscrew shape of when it was made, but I'm not a good enough pocket knife expert to remember what that would be. But yeah, this thing, corkscrew works, and the handles are in good shape. I'm not seeing any cracks or anything. Yeah, just the spots of rust and whatever this gunk is on there. So pretty neat, pretty interesting hunting knife. It's possible that either my grandfather or my father used this. Big time hunters. My dad, especially when he was a kid, they would hunt birds an awful lot. I have no idea. This is like the first time I'm coming across it, so I'm not in and I'm not able to ask. So they may have used it just because they used shotguns when they were alive, but I don't know if they actually did or needed to or anything like that. So pretty interesting. And yeah, a lot of the other, you see them, even there's modern ones of these, and the modern ones, I have not seen one that isn't an automatic, so I don't know if that's just means something's broken in there or what, but, or if it was just made that way. It seems like it's just made that way. I'm not really seeing like a spring in there, but maybe somebody out there on YouTube land will school me and let me know if I'm completely off base or not, but there you go. So hope you like that. Thanks for sticking with me, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.